Just real quick, it's taking a little time to get the live stream working. They have fun, so that's why it's taking longer to get started. So we're trying to have a little conversation while we're waiting, but as soon as the live stream starts working again, we'll be able to. We don't hear nothing. Okay, how's that? All right, so I was just saying that the live stream isn't working yet. They're just trying to get it to work so that the people in the Congress Hall are able to see what's happening here. So as soon as that's working, we will get started. So we'll just be patient here and wait until they're ready. And meanwhile, you can go on and have a conversation with your brother. As curb is to spear, as knot is to net, as one is to many, as coin is to money, as bird is to flock, as rock is to mountain, as drop is to fountain, as spring is to river, as glint is to glitter, as near is to far, as wind is to weather, as feather is to flight, as light is to stars, as kindness is to good, so acorn is to wood.
Ich lebe mein Leben in wachsenden Ringen, die sich über die Dinge ziehen. Ich werde den letzten vielleicht nicht vollbringen, aber versuchen will ich ihn. Ich kreise um Gott, den uralten Turm, und ich kreise Jahrtausende lang. Und ich weiß noch nicht, bin ich ein Falke, ein Sturm oder ein großer Gesang. Von Rainer Maria Rilke.
So, welcome to this worldwide Schulgemeinde. We are gathered here in the Großen Saal and also in the Kongresshalle and also on the web via Google Meets. So, throughout this reunion and in preparing for this reunion, we have been relying on the metaphor of a tree. That the echo is kind of like a mother tree, or a father tree, or a grandfather tree, or a grandmother tree. And that we each, one of us, all, have at one point in our lives been sheltered by this tree, or we're being sheltered by it in this moment, the present moment. And so we're here today to inquire about this tree and what it means to us, and what it means to us in the world that we live in. Oh, my name is Tommy Turbeville.
Thank you, Tom. Ich heiße Annabelle und bin auch hier als ehemalige Schülerin. Und genau, wir haben diese beiden Gedichte ausgewählt, weil uns das Bild und die Metapher von einem Baum sehr begleitet hat in Vorbereitung von dieser Reunion, wo es ja auch um die 80-Jahresringe geht. Und ja, das Bild ist entstanden von der Ecole als Mutterbaum oder als Elternbaum, der uns alle irgendwann beschützt, behütet und genährt hat, zu dem wir zurückkehren heute. Und gleichzeitig sind natürlich aus uns auch Bäume gewachsen, wenn wir diesem Bild folgen wollen, die sich gegenseitig nähern, informieren können. Und in der Schulgemeinde heute geht es darum, ja, zu erforschen, was bedeutet, dass wir uns Teil von diesem Netzwerk zu sein, von diesem lebendigen Organismus. Und wie tragen wir auch die Samen, die damals in uns gepflanzt wurden, raus in die Welt. Genau, und wie Tommy schon gesagt hat, findet jetzt hier die Schulgemeinde statt. Gleichzeitig sind auch Menschen oben im Kongresssaal und online, vielleicht habt ihr ein paar bekannte Gesichter schon erkennen können, sind auch Menschen, die, ja, die teilhaben an diesem Erforschen. Und gleichzeitig gibt es natürlich ganz viele Menschen, die jetzt heute nicht hier sind und auch viele, die vor uns gekommen sind, die diese Schule geprägt haben, beigetragen haben mit ihrer Lebenszeit, ihren Ideen, ihren Impulsen. Viele, die auch schon von dieser Erde gegangen sind. Und ja, um hier anzukommen und uns auch dieser Geschichte und denen, die vor uns gekommen sind, bewusst zu sein, laden wir einen Moment der Stille ein. So to honor also all those who are not with us in this moment, either because they're elsewhere or also because they've come long before us and have passed and have very much shaped this school and this project with their lifetime, with their ideas. We will invite for a moment of silence to honor, to arrive with us here and also become aware of all those that came before.
So, as we prepared for this Schulgemeinde, we considered that theme of the tree and the metaphor of the tree, and we wondered how we could invite a conversation today among us all to explore a couple of questions. So the questions are prompts to help us to explore a deeper meaning. And just important to say that this is an ongoing kind of conversation, and we won't be able to fit it into one Schulgemeinde or one 15-minute session. But it's an opportunity for us, with the people that we're sitting close to start to explore a few of these questions, or two questions really, and engage with each other in conversation. And maybe we would take this conversation with us later into the reunion or when we go back home.
Wir wollen heute die Möglichkeit nutzen, dass so viele von uns hier zusammenkommen, die in so vielen unterschiedlichen Momenten hier zur Schule gegangen sind und ja doch alle eben diesen Teil waren von der Essenz und was von diesem Mutterraum mitgenommen haben. Und genau, die Schulgemeinde ist hauptsächlich ein Raum für uns, um ein Gespräch anzufangen, um uns zu vertiefen mit dieser Frage, was habe ich denn hier, was für Samen wurden in mir hier gepflanzt und wie kann die Ecole-Gemeinschaft mich darin unterstützen, dass ich diese Samen raus in die Welt bringen kann. Auch jetzt, wo es vielleicht sehr, sehr, sehr viele Jahre oder sogar Jahrzehnte zurückliegt, dass ich hier zur Schule gegangen bin. Und die Idee ist nicht, dass wir eine abschließende Antwort dazu finden oder am Ende ganz genau wissen, worum es geht, wenn wir mit mehr Fragen rausgehen, als wir reingekommen sind, ist das wunderbar. Es geht darum, ein bedeutungsvolles Gespräch anzufangen, was uns ja, was uns berührt, was uns inspiriert, was uns nährt, auch wenn wir wieder nach Hause gehen.
So the idea is this tree has created seeds, and those seeds have been planted in us. And how do we carry these seeds out into the world? Some of them may grow and thrive. What are the conditions for those seeds to thrive? Those intentions, those desires, those becomings. And what are the seeds that maybe lay fallow, don't grow? And what are the ways that we can support each other in nurturing these seeds in the world where we are together as a community, and also ask those around us in our community to nurture the seeds that we carry with us. So we have composed 2 questions that we're going to use as prompts. And then once you have the questions, we will break into small groups of your neighbors, maybe 4 or 5 at most, and explore those questions together. And you don't have to, you can treat it as just the beginning. You don't have to go all the way to the end of an idea, but just explore it. Feel free to explore it in any way that feels comfortable to you and inspires you. And then we're going to pass around pieces of paper so that if you want to write anything down, just an idea, a spark of an idea, we'll have that. And we can put it up on a wall so that people can look at it later. And there will be an opportunity at the end of that little conversation that we have with our neighbors for us all to share together some of the highlights of those conversations. So we won't go through every single conversation, but just maybe a few to kind of get a sense of what the conversation was in the small groups.
Inspiriert von diesem Bild von dem Eltern- oder Mutterbaum von der Ecole haben wir 2 Fragen, wo ihr gleich die Möglichkeit habt, in kleinen Gruppen von 4 bis 5 Menschen, könnt ihr euch einfach dann zu euren Nachbarn gehen, wir können auch die Stühle ein bisschen umstellen, ja, da in den Dialog zu gehen, in den Austausch. Diese Fragen sind wie der Anfang des Gesprächs, das kann auch in ganz andere Richtung gehen, da seid ihr total offen, wo es gerade hinfließen mag. Und im Anschluss werden wir dann auch ein bisschen einsammeln können, was in den einzelnen Gesprächen entstanden und aufgetaucht ist. Genau. Ich werde die Fragen jetzt einmal auf Deutsch sagen, dann sagen wir sie nochmal auf Englisch und dann nehmen wir einfach nochmal einen Moment, um die für uns erstmal sinken zu lassen, bevor wir in den Austausch gehen. Genau, ja, stimmt, danke. Wir werden auch den Gesprächsgruppen jeweils Papiere geben und wenn ihr irgendwelche Highlights gerne festhalten möchtet, könnt ihr die aufschreiben und dann können wir die auch später aufhängen. Genau, dann können wir noch ein bisschen einen Einblick bekommen, was auch in den anderen Gesprächen geteilt wurde, was nicht mehr im Podium wiederholt wird.
How long is this discussion?
Thank you. Es gibt 15 Minuten für die Kleingruppen, für den Austausch in Kleingruppen und danach nochmal Zeit, alle gemeinsam einzusammeln. So there will be 15 minutes for the small groups and then again we will have some time to hear voices in that group. And we will time it. Das Zeit, da müsst ihr euch keine Gedanken machen. Wir haben auch Zeit für den Übergang eingeplant. Also ich nenne nochmal die Fragen auf Deutsch und du kannst die einfach schauen, wie die in dir landen. Vielleicht kannst du schauen, dass sie nicht gerade nur hier ankommen, sondern du sie auch wirklich in deinen ganzen Körper fließen lassen kannst und einfach schauen, was da in dir auftaucht. Die erste Frage ist, wie hat deine Zeit an der Ecole dich geprägt? Welche Samen hat diese Zeit in dir gepflanzt? Und die zweite Frage ist, wie kann die Gemeinschaft aus Ecolianern dich darin unterstützen, dass alles, was du hier bekommen hast, die Samen, die in dir gepflanzt wurden, dass die wachsen können, dass du die Früchte davon ernten und raus in die Welt tragen kannst?
So two questions are, what seeds has the echo planted in me? Or expressed in another way, how has the echo shaped me? And then the second question is, how can the echo community nurture these seeds to germinate, grow, and thrive? Or expressed in another way, how can my connection to the echo community support me sharing these gifts that I've received? So the two questions are, how has the echo shaped me? Or what seeds have been planted in me, in the echo? And then, how can my connection to the echo community support the sharing of my gifts that I've received here? Or how can the echo community nurture these seeds to thrive? Those are the two questions. So we'll just take a moment.
So if you would be so kind to just get up if you're sitting in the rows further back and just come here. Yes. Thank you. Genau, eine Einladung an die Menschen, die weiter hinten sitzen, sich gerne weiter nach vorne zu setzen. Genau. Hier ist viel Platz und dann müssen wir gleich nicht so laut sprechen. So coming back to all of us here, maybe you remember this from your time at the Echo and Schulgemeinde when we did, they're called hearings, to hear voices of individual members of this extended Echo community. Oh, ich soll auf Deutsch sprechen, okay. Ja. Nochmal auf Deutsch. Also, vielleicht erinnert ihr euch aus eurer Zeit an der Ecole in den Schulgemeinden, wenn wir solche oder auch andere Fragen gemeinsam bewegt haben, ist jetzt gleich die Möglichkeit aufzustehen und zu teilen, was du jetzt aus diesem Gespräch mitnimmst. Etwas, was du selber geteilt hast oder was du gehört hast, was dich besonders berührt hat. Es geht jetzt nicht darum, das zusammenzufassen, das gesamte Gespräch, sondern Essenzen zu teilen, die du mitnimmst aus diesem Gespräch zu der Frage, wie die Ecole dich geprägt hat und wie die größere Gemeinschaft dich darin unterstützen kann, die Samen, die in dir gepflanzt wurden, davon die Früchte zu ernten und raus in die Welt zu bringen. Und dafür haben wir auch wieder etwa eine Viertelstunde, wo du aufstehen kannst. Du kannst auf Deutsch sprechen, auf Englisch, ganz wie du magst. Es wird keine Übersetzung geben. Das heißt, wenn du etwas nicht verstehst, kannst du einfach vielleicht deinen Nachbarn oder deine Nachbarin fragen, dir so eine kleine Flüsterübersetzung zu geben.
So, right now, each room is going to be sharing with each other. So the people online are going to share with each other, and we're going to share with each other here in this room. And the people in the Congress are going to share with each other. That way, it'll be more peaceful, and we'll be able to really hear each other without the distraction of all of these different rooms trying to intersect. So the point here is we're each given an opportunity to express something. Obviously, we can't express everything from every conversation, but if you feel something important to say about your conversation, then now there's an invitation for you to share with the entire community here.
Und das wird alles ohne Mikrofon stattfinden, deswegen spreche ich jetzt auch ohne, also es ist möglich. Genau, die Einladung ist, dass du aufstehst, wenn du eher vorne sitzt, kannst du dich umdrehen, dass du zur Gemeinschaft sprichst. Üblicherweise findet die Schulgemeinde in Kreisen statt, wir haben es jetzt anders gemacht, damit wir auch die Menschen online sehen konnten. Also steh gerne auf und sprich zu den Menschen, du brauchst nicht nach vorne zu sprechen. Es geht um den Austausch hier im Raum. Inner Essence. So this next part will happen without microphone. You are just invited to stand up and then practice your voice projection to speak to the community. If you're sitting more in the front, you can stand up and turn around so people can actually hear you. It's not about speaking to the front, it's about having this exchange here.
Okay, I will start. What I remember from the Ecole when I was here is the seeds that was planted in me was like the sense from Pauline, become who you are. And this, I think it's for many of us, it's true that we found like a potential in our side. We became conscious that we have a potential inside us and that we can have an impact on the world. And in one hand, become ourselves. We want to be but not just for a self-fulfilling thing, but also for the community. So a strong community is one that where people can be, the individuals can be themselves. So it's a thing that goes on two sides. The individual supports the community and the community supports the individual. How this affected my life today, for me, we also learned a lot about fairness, justice, loyalty, humanity. We spoke about it. And for me, the issue of humanity today, if we speak of how can we use and implement what we learned here after in the outside world, I have become an activist for Palestine. For me, the question of humanity, we cannot leave out this open ground in the world. We have to find that it stops. And if you want to say how to support me or my issue or humanity for me, it is now today to speak out for Palestine and to make this genocide stop. This is very briefly what I have to say.
Gemeinschaft suchen und zusammen mit anderen Menschen teilen wollen. Und dann ist noch dazu gekommen, dass mein Blick auf die Welt hat sich geändert, weg vom Konsum, sondern mehr in die Tiefe gehen und weg vom Konsum. Und ein anderer Satz war, der internationale Austausch hat mir mein eigenes Denken positiv verändert. Danke euch. Und Englisch. Thank you.
Es ist auch unsere Gewohnheit in der Schulgemeinde, dass wir nicht klatschen. Dass jede Stimme einfach gehört wird und nicht groß drauf eingegangen wird. Deshalb jede Stimme Platz ist nicht, dass eine Stimme mehr Klatschen verdient als andere.
So we were sort of young. We had a few points that we took away from this time here, which was, first one was community diversity. So being able to live together with so many different people, different types of minds, different types of beings, yeah? The second one was hoods and how that sort of, we felt like it made us able to clean without so much blockage against it as some other people might have. Also mediation, so resolving conflicts healthily and sort of quickly, instead of like holding grudges forever, and that was a big thing. Self-awareness, how this continuous interaction with other people shapes sort of the self-image and makes us able to reflect upon ourselves. I think that's a really, or we thought that was a really important thing. A higher social battery, maybe. The ability to hold more space for more people, and closeness to the outdoors, to nature, was a big one. And the negative, like knowing about sort of, or seeing the effects of technology and the negative effects of technology. Yeah. And this ability for us to be kind of multi-passionate and not just like a one-trick pony, because we had so many different alleys we could explore and skills we could nurture. That was a big thing too, and we
sort of had the consensus that it would be amazing to have a platform to reach out to the entire community, like a website or something, where we can post projects and calls for help or calls for trips or for events or whatever, and gatherings, just so maybe somebody, oh, I'm building a website, but I don't know how to do the SEO stuff, and maybe somebody knows how to do the SEO stuff, and then you immediately are able to benefit of this immense pool of skill and value that everybody in the community brings, and I feel like that, or we felt like that was lacking in that from kind of global to the top of the platform.
So I would just like to ask you, to just repeat what you just said into the microphone, but maybe a little shorter, because they couldn't hear you on the microphone back there. And then from now on, yes, that part, and we'll pass around the microphone.
Sure. So our consensus for a way to seed or to nurture the seeds that were planted here is a platform to reach out to other people in the community to make sort of use of this immense amount of skill and value that everybody brings. Sort of skill sharing, but also posting about events or gatherings. Maybe there's, Bogdan first said, maybe there's many eco-gatherings in the city and we don't actually know that that's the case, or in the country, or it would be interesting to just have more close-knit connection. Yeah.
Ja, danke schön. Ich möchte da eigentlich dran anschließen, weil wir die gleiche Unterhaltung hatten. Das ist alles super, was wir hier mitgenommen haben und was wir in die Welt tragen aus der Ecole. Aber ich denke auch, dass wir dieses Netzwerk besser nutzen könnten, auch für die Ecole. Also wir haben gedacht, wir sind quasi wie Ableger und wir schlagen ja auch neue Wurzeln und wir haben unheimlich viele Ressourcen. Wenn man hier in den Raum guckt und in den anderen Raum, die jeder von uns mitbringt und die uns nicht nur untereinander helfen könnten, sondern auch zurück in die Ecole wieder füttern könnten. Und genau. Ja, das würden wir uns wünschen. Dafür bräuchte man natürlich die Unterstützung der Schule, die Offenheit dafür, auch das aufzunehmen, technische Unterstützung und organisatorische. Genau, dass dann mehr Austausch in die Richtung stattfindet.
We have time for two more.
Thank you. I was only here 1 year, and it was a long time ago, so I think it's different for people who've been here longer or short, or longer duration, or who are older. But I think I have the same idea that you're talking about, to have call it like a social network for us, and to have business connections or activist connections or any kind of connection, because I feel, to tell you the truth, I'm a very small part. I don't feel so much the community because I was too young and it was too long ago. But the reason why I came back after all this time is to try to connect to the community. And I see many people here, and I'm thinking, my God, but how can I connect? I cannot connect. There's no time, there's no spaces. So one of the things with future reunions, also maybe at the reunions, they can be sort of a, for instance, I like to find my old housemaster, Daniel Kluwer, if he's somewhere around here. I don't know where he is, but he's on the program. Oh, housefather, sorry. And there are a few people that I don't know, but if I could somehow connect to them, even before the reunion, if we had a kind of a place where, oh, I'd like to connect this and that person, and on a volunteer basis, people can have their phone numbers, for instance. But afterwards also for this internal social network. And finally, in terms of financing, I thought of something. Today, people who really make money are entrepreneurs who create usually high-tech companies, and why not ask the community in general, hey, if you create a company, a startup, can you just give us a few shares pre-IPO? Because it'll cost you nothing pre-IPO, right? But who knows? it's going to grow up, and have a diversified portfolio, boom. One day, sometimes, you know, the company goes public, and the école can make some money. Now, maybe this is against the ethos of the école, but I'm sorry, this is how we have to be in touch with the world. We have to promote our philosophy and our values, and we should benefit also from that, what is being created, the wealth created. If we don't have that, we can't promote our own values. So I think that it's still, but anyway, I'm just throwing it out as I have a startup that I'm going to launch, and I could give some shares to the école, but other people in general, I know that we have this idea in mind that people give shares to the école while they're worth nothing.
One more.
Hi, my name is Chaim, I'm from Israel, and I also chose the Verde del Dubis, Become Who You Are, and I would add to it, without shame. Shame was preventing me for many years to become who I am. I'm 82 years old and I'm still ashamed, you know, to speak in front of you. And I just checked, after a lady expressed her political view in this love and tolerance union, I checked how many conflicts are running right now in the world. Check it in Gemini, 132. So I would add to Verde del Dubis, become who you are, but be the change that you want to expect, that you are expecting from others to become. Thank you.
Thank you for speaking. Danke fürs Teilen und fürs Zuhören. Ja, ich bin berührt auch von der Diversität, von dieser Gemeinschaft, von dem Raum, von dem, ja, wie alt wir sind, woher wir kommen, wie wir auf die Welt schauen, und eben doch teilen wir alle, dass uns dieser Ort was bedeutet, sonst wären wir heute nicht hier. So thank you very much for sharing and also for listening, for sharing your presence. Yeah, it touches me to really feel how we're all here, coming from different places, having lived many different lives, and yet what brings us together is that we somehow care about this place and what we've experienced here, otherwise we wouldn't be here today. As we already opened the conversation, this was just the beginning, and hopefully this conversation can continue, especially also, I'm very appreciative of the ideas that have come up of how this, how Ecolianers worldwide could continue connecting, so it can be a network that is beneficial for the individual members, for the school, for us bringing also these values that we care about into the world. And tomorrow there will also be more space to invite for these conversations. So if you feel a spark and you think, oh yes, I would actually still, during this reunion, to use the moment to invite for a conversation, how could this look like? Who could be involved? How can we actually make it happen, or what is needed to do so? After Schulgemeinde tomorrow, here in the Großen Saal, and now this is already kind of bridging to the announcements, there will be a moment for, first of all, pitching projects. So if you have projects that you're working on that you would like to ask for support from the community, this is the moment to do it live in person while we're still here. And afterwards we will have a moment to speak out invitations for the day. So there's a planning of the day tomorrow, which is very emergent, where you can invite for a conversation, for example, to envision this platform and see what could be needed, as well as other conversations that are moving you. Genau, ich sage es ganz kurz auf Deutsch. Morgen ist auch der Raum, um Gespräche einzuladen, die jetzt hier angefangen haben. Sei es ganz konkret zu schauen, wie könnte so eine Plattform aussehen, oder auch andere Dinge, die dich bewegen und berühren. hier im großen Saal nach der Singgemeinde ist dafür der Moment, das einzuladen, dass das dann im Laufe des Vor- und Nachmittags stattfinden kann.
So we're going to transition now into announcements. And one thing I need to make sure of before the announcements begin is that the announcements are being projected to all the other Schulgemeindes. So if the people who are going to make these announcements can just start to come up, but just wait one moment for me to check about that.
Are we the only ones?
I think it's the board. Is someone here from the board? If you have an announcement, please come to the front because it's live streaming to the broadcast side.
Okay, so I had planned to say a lot, but actually the Schulgemeinde already anticipated what I was going to say in large part, which is awesome. And it's pretty clear, I think, to everyone in the room, or at least the ones who have shared, that there is a need and a will for the roots that we plant here to be connected to the branches that spread all over the world. And we would like the lymph to go back and forth in a two-way relationship, from the roots, the bottom of the roots, to the tip of the branches. So how to do that, how to get alumni more connected with the ECHO and vice versa. And I want to emphasize the two-way exchange, because on the one hand, students benefit tremendously from hearing your stories. Since coming to the ECHO, my main role before becoming part of the International team was as a college counselor, so I work with students, helping them understand what to do after the ECHO. And we have been routinely inviting back alumni to talk to them about their experiences, and it's incredibly valuable. So that's one part of it, how current ECHOianers benefit from your experiences. But on the other hand, I mean, all the seeds and the values and the idealism, the humanity that we've been talking about today, I know it nurtures you for the rest of your life, and it's also probably important for you to stay connected to those values, to what's going on, and to those ideas. So how to do all of that? In fact, we are going to create the platform that you guys were just talking about. So it's an online website that's in the works to connect ECHOianers all over the world in a way that's hopefully user-friendly and interactive, and can help you stay in touch with the ECHO and with each other. And yes, there is a poster too. And with that come many other initiatives. So some initiatives have already started over the last 2 years. For example, the ECHO Future Labs, which I was kind of mentioning. So we've been inviting alumni back to be interviewed by students about their journey from the ECHO and onwards and outwards. And the goal is to turn that into a podcast. So that's also something we're always looking for contributors to. And then other things in the works are mentorship programs, or organizing internships for ECHO students to go outside in the world, or ECHO ambassadors in different countries, and intensive weeks, so having alumni come back and teach intensive weeks, whether that's in person or sometimes also in hybrid ways if they're not physically able to come here. So there are lots of ideas, lots of opportunities. Now, to hold it all together, we need someone to do the job. And we have a job opening, a very, very exciting, very special one, for a head of alumni engagement. And we're announcing it today to these very special crowds here and in the other Schulgemeindes, because who better than the alumni community could be interested in something like coordinating the engagement of ECHO alumni to the ECHO. So we really want you to take it as a serious opportunity to ponder, can I be the person who can do this work for the ECHO, or do I know someone in my ECHO network in particular who could do this work? And please think about it and come talk to us. I think almost anyone who's standing here, and yeah, particularly the members of the leadership team at the school, or Stephen. And here, there is a QR code right behind me. So this is a survey that only takes 5 minutes, and we would like to know
yeah, there is a survey and also information about the job. We would like to know more from you about what you would like from these alumni engagement initiatives. And some ideas have already been shared in Schulgemeinde today, but we really are looking for the feedback of the people who are going to be part of the alumni engagement. And with alumni we mean anyone who has been involved with the ECHO.
And there are posters around the campus, so you can find that.
Yes.
And I have a second announcement also about alumni, and we are committed to providing more opportunities for alumni to give the experience they had themselves to their own families, maybe to their own kids. And I was already speaking with somebody, it's like a very young kid there, and say maybe in 10 years could become a student here. And well, in our school, it's not the same in every school, but at the ECHO, the word of mouth is still the main way new students come here. And so that means that that's for you, yeah, something to think about and to help with. But also we realize that because of how much we offer in this school, it's not always an affordable option for many. And we realize that there is more that we could do about that. And this is why now we are presenting with a new structures that comes with a strong support from the Vorstand. And it's a new scholarship. It's a new scholarship dedicated to the families of the alumni, and families in a very broad sense of the term. So starting today, and also with the support of the foundations, we are planning in having a particular fund dedicated to the alumni and their families, so that they can come, they can send their kids or their family members here to study. And Stefan is going to tell you a little bit more about it.
So yeah, this is an entirely new initiative, and we are working with the foundations to establish a dedicated fund for this. The alumni scholarship will automatically create priority access to financial support depending on the individual needs for that. We have seen this morning at Schulgemeinde that we truly believe that the strength of this place is supported by the generational knowledge and the respect of the traditions which is handed down to the families, grandparents to grandchildren. And that's what we here are for, to support this. And so this scholarship is especially for this case. So yeah, thank you to the foundations, and thank you all for supporting this.
Ja, also ich war jetzt ja in dieser Online mit. Ich glaube, ich habe alle zugeschaut. Das ist ein bisschen komisches Gefühl. Wir hatten ein sehr spannendes Gespräch mit Menschen, die sogar am Schwarzsee gewesen sind. Und in sehr vielen Zeiten da, bis zu letztes Jahr, es war sehr, sehr interessant. It's just very interesting to be with these people. I have a few organizational announcements to make. Sorry for that. So, first of all, about the program. We will have an open mic in here, starting like in half an hour, I think. At 6?
Yep.
It's already done?
Yes. No.
At 6, we have an open mic in here. And I think that dinner is also starting at 6. And we made sure that we have a parallel program because, again, it's scattered dinner. You will have to make sure that, you know, not everybody is queuing at the same time, so you see when you find a good spot to go for dinner. It will last until 20:30. And after that, we will be folk dancing on the dance. Yes?
Just about the open mic, one, I encourage everyone to come. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a good lineup so far. If you are interested in participate, but you did not fill out the form, please talk to me. I'll be in the back right here for a minute after we finish.
For what?
For the open mic, which starts at 6 o'clock. If you're interested in performing and you didn't let me know ahead of time, you can let me know right as we finish here. I'll be right back here.
Yes, have fun with that. We wanted to say a few words also on tomorrow's program. After brunch and Schulgemeinde, which will be in here and in Congress tomorrow morning at 10:30 to about 11:15, we will have something very interesting happening in here. We called it a community networking session in Broad. And the first part of it will be project pitches. Maybe Annabelle can say a few words on that because she will be animating them.
I said it already here, but the other people didn't hear. So very briefly, if you have a project that you think would be interesting for people here to know about, and also have concrete requests of how individuals or the community can support you, you're very welcome to pitch the project, and there will be a list to sign up hanging in the entrance of the hill. And afterwards we will plan and see what initiatives, conversations, tissue tournaments, basketball on the Platz want to still happen tomorrow afterwards. So if you have anything that you want to invite others into, not as your friends, because those you're probably already connected to, but to speak it out as an invitation to the community, this is happening directly after the project pitches. We already have some very interesting things on offer, like dance classes and a very interesting lecture. So.
Genau, es gibt schon einige Plakate draußen für Open Space Angebote morgen. Wenn ihr auch noch eins aushängen wollt oder was spontan ankündigen wollt, ist das willkommen. Letzte Sache zum Programm. Merchandise-Stand ist offen im Outdoor Center, das habt ihr hoffentlich gesehen und sonst geht dort vorbei. Es wird auch morgen noch Gelegenheit geben, die Textilien, die Tassen und was wir so bestellt haben zu kaufen. Wenn es noch nicht ausverkauft ist, das weiß ich nicht. Gibt es gerade noch irgendeine Frage organisatorischer Art oder so?
Did you say that in English, the merch?
If you didn't see that there's a merch offer, a merch stand in the Outdoor Center, which is in MCH basement floor, go check it out. We have t-shirts there and we have mugs and nice things to find as a souvenir. And we have an announcement from you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, first of all, I wanted to thank everybody who came yesterday to our party at Glen Troublé. Connected to that, we are organizing a festival at the Badisee in mid-August. It's going to be a music festival on Saturday, and on Sunday there's going to be workshops all around the Hasleberg. So that will be on the 15th and 16th of August. And it would be amazing if as many people of you as possible come and join us there. It will be the first project that we're doing. We're also working together with Studio Honey, which was founded by Merit, and she's doing all the visual identity for us. You see our poster at the Platz, so you can also scan a QR code, you can find ticketing, you can find our website, get more information there, and yeah, I hope you guys maybe find your way again back to the Hasleberg and maybe celebrate again together. Thank you very much.
This is going to be a very quick announcement. We're shooting some interviews with the alumni in Martin Wagenschein House in the music room. And we're collecting some memories, your thoughts about the ECHO, what it means to you. We want to hear from you. And please, if you would like to take part in this, or if you're not sure if you want to take part in this and you're considering it, please sign up on the sheet or talk to me or talk to Steven, who's also doing those interviews, if you know him. We would love to get as much as possible. Thank you.
close is our Schulgemeinde. Thank you, everyone.